Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 20 of the Cleveland Indians franchise here on MLB The Show 21 for the PlayStation 5. And today we get back to business rejoining our Cleveland Indians squad. It's been a while, but we'll be with them for two road series against the Orioles and Cardinals today. So if you're excited for that one, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below. I've noticed about 70% of you guys watching my video are not subscribed. All you gotta do is hit the button and the bell below, just like you see on the screen. Jorge Lopez is your starting pitcher for the Orioles today. He went 6 earned runs and 4 2/3 innings pitched in his last start. So hopefully he wants to do a little better against Cleveland today. But on the very first pitch, he takes a sinker right off of the back. Ahmed Rosario right out the middle connects with Lopez. Scary sight as Lopez goes down on a knee. But he would be okay and stay in the ballgame. Ben Gamble up next. He will strike out on the changeup. So Lopez with a nice bounce back there. That brings up Jose Ramirez on a 2-1, smacks one into right field for a single, and Rosario will actually round second, go to third. So we got runners on the corners, 1 out. Franmil Reyes, 2-1, connects into center field. So right away, Cleveland strikes first, and Ramirez gets to third, still runners on the corners as Reyes continues his hot hitting. Next up, Eddie Rosario, 0-1 to him, and he pops one up into center. And it will be caught out there by Hayes. They will not test his arm. So runners will stay at the corners now, 2 outs. Let's take a look at the Indians lineup. We've already seen Rosario, Gamble, Ramirez, Reyes, and Eddie. Next up, we'll see Josh Naylor, Andres Jimenez, Cesar Hernandez, and Austin Hedges behind the plate. This Cleveland Indians squad, 219 runs this season. That's 10th in the American League. You'd like to see them pick it up a little bit more offensively. Josh Naylor up next, though, cannot connect on a nasty 12-6 curve, but the Indians do get one in the top of the first. On the mound for Cleveland today will be Aaron Sabale, who in his last appearance pitched a complete game shutout, 6 Ks, only 4 hits. If it weren't for his teammate Shane Beamer dominating, Aaron Sabale would get a lot more Cy Young recognition, in my opinion. He's having a phenomenal season. Austin Hayes will lead off for Baltimore, and he hit this one right back up the middle, gets by the glove of Hernandez into center, so that's a lead-off single for Baltimore. Cedric Mullins, the DH, up next, 2-1, flares one into shallow center, but it hangs just long enough for Rosario to get underneath it. And now let's take a look at this Baltimore Orioles lineup. There's no secret that the Orioles are not a very good team. Next up, though, they do have the young prospect Ryan Mountcastle, who's put together a good season. Trey Mancini, Maikel Franco, Chance Sisco, DJ Stewart, Freddie Galvis, and Rio Ruiz will round out their lineup. Here is Ryan Mountcastle on an 0-1 pitch, hits a cutter deep to center. Ahmed Rosario will catch it, though, for a loud out number 2. Trey Mancini now steps up to the plate. 1-0 to Mancini. He hits one to right center. This one's going to be in the gap. Rosario cannot get to it. Does a good job cutting it off, though, but the runner on first will come all the way around, and Hayes will score to tie it back up at 1. So a nice bounce back from the Orioles for a counterpunch. Franco up next, 2-1. He hits this one to right, but it hangs right enough for Reyes. So both teams score 1 in the top in their first innings. Top 2, though, we're not going to be tied for that much longer. Andres Jimenez on the second pitch of the inning blasts one off of the cage in right field. His 6th homer of the season, goes 400 feet. Jimenez, who's hitting underneath 200 this year, has 6 homers, including this monster shot here. He puts the Indians back up now 2-1. How about Cesar Hernandez? 1-0 to him. He takes the sinker to left, but this time it's got a little bit too much air underneath it. So that's the first out of the inning. Austin Hedges now 1-0 right back up the middle, but this time Ruiz will get to it and throw Hedges. No, he will not throw him out. Throw is off the line. They will call it a base hit, I guess, because he was falling to his right. But in the end of things, it doesn't really matter. 4-6-3 double play ends the second. But Cleveland did get that run across. How about in the 4th now? Staying with the Indians, here's Eddie Rosario. Perfectly times a 12-6 curve into right center. So that's a leadoff single for them. Then Josh Naylor, first pitch swinging, sits on a curveball, chops it in the left center gap. Rosario rounds second, goes to third. He's actually going to round and go home, puts on the brakes, and just gets back into third. That's a double for Naylor. Still nobody out. Andres Jimenez, 2-2, hit the home run earlier. He pops this one up into shallow foul territory. That's the first out. Runners can't do anything with it. Cesar Hernandez up next. First pitch swinging curveball into the right field corner. That's going to score 2. And Cleveland now up 4-1 in the 4th inning thanks to the double. Austin Hedges up next. He sits on a curveball, hits it to right, but a diving grab out there in right field by Stewart puts him away. Runner will tag. Throw is kind of wild, and he tries to take home, but Josh Naylor's thrown out by a mile. But the Indians do get 2 in the top of the 4th. We'll go with the Orioles now to see if they have some sort of answer, as they're now down by 3 runs. And they'll start off their bottom of the 4th with a base hit as well. Trey Mancini, 0-2 to him. He can't connect on the cutter running away. Nice pitch by Seville. That gets him his 3rd strikeout. Maikel Franco, he will not chase on the full count slider, so he will draw a walk. It's now 2 base runners for Baltimore. For the catcher, Chance Sisco, but he grounds it to the second baseman. Another 4-6-3 double play, and the Orioles are left empty-handed. Bruce Zimmerman will come into the game for Baltimore a little bit later. 5.19 ERA for the lefty. His first batter in the top of the 6th will be Franmil Reyes, who had that RBI single back in the 1st inning. 1-0 to Reyes, and he will sit on a changeup and blast this one to right, but not deep enough over the glove of Stewart. That's the first out. Eddie Rosario up next. First pitch swing gets jammed on a fastball, and it will be an out into center as Hayes gets that one. Josh Naylor now 3-1 count. He's 1 for 2 on the day. This one's flared into right center, but it will not get down. Stewart with a nice grab on the run. And I'll get us through 6. And after the 7th inning stretch, the umps will call this one for a rain delay. It'll be a 30-minute rain delay. And instead of sending the pitcher Seville back out, Whitgren was warming up in the bullpen already, so he will come in for the bottom of the 7th. 3.63 ERA for him on the season. And Trey Mancini will be our first batter after the delays. 1 for 2 on the day. 1-2 pitch. It says he went around on a slider. I don't think so, but nonetheless, a strikeout to begin. Maikel Franco, base hit into right. So there's another single for Baltimore. They get the initial runner on base, but then they have trouble getting him home. And just like this, 4-6-3. This has become routine today, as that one ends the 7th. Going into the 8th, Jordan Hicks, the newest Cleveland Indian, will take the mound, acquired in a trade recently with the St. Louis Cardinals, and he's been very solid since coming over to Cleveland. His first batter, DJ Stewart, will bloop this one to the left side of the infield, where the only player over there, Ramirez, will not get him out, as Naylor cannot dig this one out of the dirt. And despite being in the dirt, they're going to call that an E3. So Naylor is charged with the error. Next batter, though, Freddie Galvis. It will not matter. 3-6-1 double play. It's kind of like the 4th double play for the Orioles this game. They just struggle to get a hit after that first one. Rio Ruiz, though, is hit by a pitch the next one out. Slider runs too far in. But then the slider runs away from Hayes next. He will strike out, making it now 4-1, still with an inning to play. We'll go to the 9th now, as Zimmerman is still on the mound. He's pitched pretty solid in relief. He does walk Reyes to begin the 9th, and then Eddie Rosario will hit a fastball nicely into the left center gap, but it is caught out there in left field by Mountcastle. Next man up, Josh Naylor, 1 for 3, had the error in the last half inning. He gets a nice slider to hit, hits it deep to left center, and this one is off of the bottom of the wall. Naylor goes to second. That's his 2nd double of the day. And we got runners on 2nd and 3rd, 1 out for Cleveland, trying to get another insurance run. Jimenez, fastball high, pops it up into foul territory. Castle will catch it, but they're going to test the arm. Mountcastle's throw is offline. Cleveland scores another run. It's now 5-1. Sets it away from a save scenario. And then Cesar Hernandez will walk. So Baltimore trying to get out of this inning. Minimal damage. Hedges gets hit, but they say he went around. So that'll be that one. But Cleveland now up by 4. Orioles can't get anything in the bottom of the 9th. So that'll be your ball game. Cleveland Indians win this one by a final score of 5-1. As they take game 1 of this 3-game set against the Orioles. Nice solid outing, I think, on both sides of the ball. The offense kind of came through in this one, and Seville had a nice outing despite that run given up in the first. 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for Cleveland, 1 for 4 for Baltimore. Seville got player of the game and the win, while Lopez got the loss. Hicks got the save because he did come in the 8th in a save situation, while Lopez goes down with another L. Game 2, we dropped to the Baltimore Orioles, though, 9-5, where 30 combined hits were counted in this game. There's only one home run, and the win for the Orioles goes to Adam Putko, the former Cleveland Indian, despite a not-so-stellar game. But we do take Game 3 4-3 to win the series, so we move to 31-28. Ramirez went 2 for 3 with a home run, a double, and 2 RBIs for Cleveland to give them the win. Before we get to the next series, a little bit of roster move. The Tigers will claim Sam Clay off of waivers. Nothing really important, but I just wanted to highlight it. And our featured American League series in this part of the episode will be the Red Sox and the Yankees, the top two teams in the ALS East. You can see the Red Sox sitting 38-22, the Yankees 35-25. Boston would take Game 1, but the Yankees would come storming back 12-5 in Game 2, thanks to a nice home run 5 RBI debut for Stanton. But the Red Sox do win the series. They win 10-8 in Game 3, including a 6th-run sixth. So they're having a nice bounce-back 2021 campaign. Your National League featured series is the Dodgers and the Braves, the top two leaders in their division, the top two teams in the National League. Dodgers win this one 6-4 to start the series. But then in Game 2, the Braves bounce back 7-6. So high-scoring affair here. Both teams got very solid offenses. Atlanta was led this time by Swanson, Acuna Jr., and Osuna, who all homered. And then in the rubber match Game 3, the Braves take as well 5-4 heroic fashion in a walk-off in the 9th inning. It looks like, I think it was Pablo Sandoval who had the walk-off hit, the Panda, getting it done. So the Braves win that series against the Dodgers. Second half of the series, we'll be facing the St. Louis Cardinals. This is a Cardinals squad that has struggled this season, to say the least. 22-38. Definitely the most disappointing team in baseball. They're looking to at least have a good 2-game series here in interleague play. Jack Flaherty is on the mound for the Cardinals, one of their bright spots so far this season. Ahmed Rosario will step to the box to begin this one, 2-1 to him. And just like in the last game, he'll start the day off with a single, this time not off of the back of the pitcher. Cesar Hernandez is your next batter. He's going to try to lay down a bunt, and he cannot beat the throw, but however, Rosario will go to second, so a little bit of a sacrifice there. Take a look at Cleveland's lineup in this one, a little bit different because there's no DH, so Ramirez, Reyes, Rosario will still be your 3-4-5, followed by Josh Naylor, who had a very good series. Then Andres Jimenez, Austin Hedges, and then Logan Allen, the 500 hitter. Best hitter on the team. I'm just kidding. Jose Ramirez up next, first pitch swinging. He's going to ground it to second, so that'll advance the run again. They're going to need a hit from Reyes to drive him home. And on a 1-0 pitch, he's ahead of the fastball, and it will not get down to left center. So the Indians don't get anything in the first. On the mound for the Indians will be Logan Allen, who in his last appearance went 5 1/3 with a no decision despite giving up no earned runs. So he's putting together a very solid 2021. Tommy Edman is your leadoff hitter for St. Louis, and he will start the day 2-0 into right. That'll be caught. And we'll take a look at this Cardinals lineup. Part of the reason why the Cardinals are so bad this year, their hitting is absolutely atrocious. They are the worst batting average team in the major leagues, despite having Nolan Arenado, Paul Goldschmidt, and Yadier Molina. You can see Goldschmidt's hitting under 200, Arenado only 237, Molina 222, DeJong 230, so a lot of their heavy hitters are very, very much struggling this season. Here is Carlson, the right fielder. He will ground out 5-3 putouts, bringing up Nolan Arenado. The 2020 Gold Glove Award winner, 10 home runs on the season, but only hitting 237. Not what the Cardinals had in mind when they traded for him from Colorado. 2-2 from Logan Allen, and Arenado will pop this one up into right. Reyes will get underneath this one, and both teams will be scoreless to start the first. We'll go top 2, Eddie Rosario at the dish, and he will start us off with a laser down the right field line up into the corner. That'll be a leadoff double for Eddie, and for his season, that'll be a double number 8. Next up, Josh Naylor, 1-1 to Naylor, and he will line this one into center field. It'll get down. Eddie Rosario will round third, and Cleveland will put the first run on the board thanks to the RBI single by Josh Naylor, who's put together a very solid start to his June. Andres Jimenez up next, 0-1, gets jammed a little late on a fastball, but bloops it into the outfield, so that'll be another base hit. Still nobody out for Cleveland. Austin Hedges, though, will change that one as he gets underneath a fastball. Naylor will go ahead and tag, so he will move to third, putting runners on the corners, 1 out. Logan Allen, the pitcher, up next. They're going to try to lay down a sacrifice, it looks like. Runner will not go home, but they'll put runners on second and third for the top of their lineup. Ahmed Rosario, 1-2, cannot connect on a curveball. They're going to say he went around as well, so the Indians only get 1. Bottom 4 now, Tommy Edman stepping up to the dish, still 1-0, and he gets absolutely plunked right in the back. Ouch, that one has got to hurt. Dylan Carlson now, 1-0, but he is taken off for second, and Edman is gunned down. Beautiful throw by Hedges to nail Edman. So that'll put 1 down, and then later in the at-bat, Dylan Carlson will ground to the third baseman Ramirez. And now there's 2 outs and nobody on. Nolan Arenado's turn, 2-2 to him. He connects and does basically what he did in the first inning, and that is fly out to the right fielder. Top 6 now going through pretty fastly in this one. Cesar Hernandez is now going to be your leadoff man. Full count to Hernandez, and he will draw the walk. Nice work of the count to take first base. Jose Ramirez now 2-2. He does not work the count. He looks at strike 3 on the inside fastball. Flaherty's 4th strikeout of the day. Franmil Reyes, though, he does draw the walk, so that'll put runners on first and second despite no base hits. And then Rosario gets plunked inside on the arm. Don't know if that was a little bit of payback, but it does load the bases, and they will turn it to the bullpen. Jack Flaherty will be pulled, and in comes Dakota Hudson, who has had the most appearances for Cardinals this season, but despite a .494 ERA. Josh Naylor, though, 0-2, connects on a nice sinker into left. That one will be caught, but runner will tag and come home and score. However, runner is also thrown out at third, so Cleveland does get the run. They do go up now 2-0, but that'll end the 6th. Cardinals looking to bounce back here in the bottom of the 6th. Lane Thomas will lead us off, and he will connect on a changeup first pitch that's flied to left, and it just keeps carrying and actually clears the fence. Lane Thomas with a leadoff home run, his 2nd homer of the season, and I did not think that one would get out. Did not know he got enough on that changeup, but that ball just kept carrying, and St. Louis gets on the scoreboard. They cut the lead in half. It's now 2-1 Cleveland. Next batter is the pitcher spot, so they're gonna have to pinch hit. Andrew Kinzer will come in for St. Louis. 267 on the season, but it's going to be going down as he looks at strike 3. Allen hitting the bottom part of the zone. Nice K. Back to the top of the lineup, Tommy Edman. He's also going to get K'd. Back-to-back Ks for Allen. That brings up Dylan Carlson, 2-2 to him, and he will line this one right at Naylor. But the Cardinals do get 1 back, and that'll send us to the 7th, where Giovanni Gallegos will come in for St. Louis. 5.59 ERA. A lot of the Cardinal stars are just not playing good, and that's why they're sucking so far. He does get Andres Jimenez to look at strike 3 on the corner. And then Austin Hedges 1-0 will ground this one to the shortstop, DeYoung, who throws it over to first. So that's a quick 2 away for Cleveland. Next up is the pitcher spot, and Logan Allen will actually hit. So despite going pretty far and the pitch out getting high, he strikes out, but he will take the mound to start the 7th. Starting off with Nolan Arenado, who will hit it into right field for a leadoff single. And just like that, Allen has been pulled, so it makes it a little bit interesting why he hit in the top of the 7th. But nonetheless, Nick Whitgren comes in here, and he is going to try to hold the runners as Arenado or Goldschmidt hits this one to the right center, and it's over the glove of Rosario, bounces over the wall. That's a ground rule double, and just like that, Cardinals have runners on second and third, no outs. Grounder from DeYoung to third. He is going to be thrown out at first. That's actually Molina, excuse me. But the runner will score, so it's now 2-2. And then DeYoung strikes out, but we have a tie ball game in the 7th. Harrison Bader up next. He draws the walk. Runners now on first and second for Lane Thomas, who we just saw go yard in the last inning. 1-2 to Thomas, and he is called strike 3, high inside fastball. But we are all tied up here in 2 after 7. Going to the 8th, Alex Reyes will step to the mound. Very interesting decision as he has not had a good season. His control issues have been a problem, but he does get Ahmed Rosario to ground out to start the top of the 8th. Next up, Cesar Hernandez. Full count and perfectly connects on a pitch. Drives the slider to right field, no doubt about it. Strength and energy indeed, as Cesar Hernandez, 397 for his third home run of the season. And just like that, Cleveland takes their one-run lead back. It's now 3-2 Cleveland, as Terry Francona likes what he sees. Now we get to the heart of the lineup, though. Ramirez draws the 5-pitch walk, so he will take first base. Reyes still struggling with that command. 2-0 now to Reyes, but he will ground into a 6-4-3 double play. But Cleveland has retaken their lead, and there's only 2 innings to work. Jordan Hicks, the former St. Louis Cardinal, will take the 8th inning. As you can see, he's gotten his ERA all the way down to 3.91. Starting off with Scott Hurst, who dribbles the first pitch to the left side of the infield, and he will be out for 1 away. Back to the top of the lineup, Tommy Edman 0 for 2 on the day, trying to flare this one into center, but it will not drop. Ahmed Rosario hauls that one in. Dylan Carlson up next, 2-2, can't connect on the sinker, so Hicks goes 1-2-3, which means it's a safe situation, so James Karinchak will take the mound for Cleveland. 16 for 18 on the season, but he's got to go through the heart of the lineup. Nolan Arenado up first, 1-0 down the line, but it splits the 5-hole of Ramirez. You're not going to consider that one an error, but now the tying run is on base. In steps Paul Goldschmidt, who just hit the ground rule double, but he cannot connect on the 12-6 curve. Nice strikeout by Karinchak for 1 away. Yadier Molina up next, though. He draws the walk, so now we got the tying and winning run on board for St. Louis. Francona getting a little worried, but he's going to keep his man in for Paul DeJong, who hits the first pitch into left field. That'll be a base hit. Runners will stay. We have bases loaded, 1 out. It's getting exciting here at St. Louis. Paul DeJong also extends his hit streak to 11 games. And they're going to bring a pinch hitter, as it is the pitcher spot, Justin Williams. Only 1 RBI on the season, hitting below 2. 1-2 to Justin Williams. He dribbles this one to left side of the infield. This is a double play attempt, 6-4. But Williams' speed beats out the double play and ties the ball game. Justin Williams' legs save the game for St. Louis, as Karinchak has blown another save. Lane Thomas up next. Pass ball on 0-1, so the runner will move to second. Doesn't really matter, as the winning run is only 90 feet away. 2-2 now to Thomas. High curveball. He looks at it. Strike 3 called, and we're going to extras. Tied at 3 apiece. And the Cleveland will go first. Cody Whitley will take the mound for St. Louis, and they'll have that runner on second base. Hedges will lead us off in the 10th. They're going to actually try a bunt attempt. He pops up the bunt. The runner was actually going, and there he's doubled up at second. Huge double play for St. Louis. And just like that, Cleveland has nobody on base, 2 outs, the pitcher coming up. So Ben Gamble will pinch hit. 2-2, he swings and misses on the changeup, so bad inning for Cleveland. They'll turn over to Scott Moss in the bottom of the 10th, trying to hold that runner you see at second. They'll start off with Scott Hurst, 1-1. He hits it up the middle. He will be thrown out at first, but the winning run only 90 feet away. We go to the top of the lineup. Tommy Edman, 0 for 3 on the day. He gets plunked on the inside leg, so he will take first base, but that sets up a double play. Dylan Carlson, though, strikes out, swinging wildly on the slider, so now Cleveland just needs 1 more out. St. Louis needs a base hit, and it's Nolan Arenado, who is 2 for 4 on the day. 0-2 to Arenado, and he connects into left field. Nicely hit ball, but Rosario is there. And we're going to the 11th, still tied up at 3 apiece. Ahmed Rosario will start us off for Cleveland. He hits this one to the left side of the infield that cannot advance the base runner. And that's the first out. Cesar Hernandez now 0-1, gets a nice fastball to hit, just pops it up to the shortstop. He threw the bat down in frustration, wishes he had that one back. And now Cleveland needs a hit. Ramirez looks at strike 3 on the bottom part of the strike zone, so now St. Louis with another chance to win here in the bottom of the 11th. Goldschmidt will look at strike 3. And then Yadier Molina will hit this one into right field for a base hit. Runner will stay at third. We got runners on the corners, 1 out. Double play in order. Paul DeJong, 3-1. He walks, so now bases loaded, 1 out for St. Louis. They're going to bring a pinch hitter. It is Edmundo Sosa, hitting .205 on the season, only 1 RBI, and he's going to be asked to pinch hit. 2-2 to Sosa. He gets a fastball. He connects deep into left. It is over the glove of Rosario. The run will score with ease, and the Cardinals win 4-3 in 11. What a comeback from St. Louis as they steal Game 1 of this 2-game series to the cheer of the home fans. What a game and what a loss for the Cleveland Indians. Cody Whitley gets the win. Moss gets the loss. And the player of the game goes to Arenado. We were up 2-0. We just couldn't close it out. St. Louis came alive in the 6th and get the win. Now, speaking of Scott Moss, he did give up the run there. Technically, it wasn't an earned run, but he has not really pitched that good this season. He's 4.46 ERA, and he's a starting pitcher. I'd like for him to get some starts. So we're going to send him down to AAA, and we're going to call up another piece instead. It's going to be Anthony Gose, who, if you remember, the CPU actually called him up for me when Clase went down, and we sent him back down. But I'm going to give him a chance. He's got a potential, but he is 30 years old, so I doubt he ever realizes that potential. But he's played very good at AAA, and I think he has deserved the chance to show for himself. So we will call up Anthony Gose. He will join the bullpen in Cleveland. Game 2 of the series, we do win 7-0, so we split the quick series. 2 hits for St. Louis, and you can guess who was on the mound for Cleveland. It was Shane Bieber. Complete game shutout, 10 Ks. He continues his dominance. So that gives us to a day off. So since we have a day off, I think we'll go check at the minor league club. You can see Columbus is 31-25. Akron is 19-13. So our minors are doing pretty good. So we'll go ahead and check out with them. I don't know if it'll be a minor league team update or if it'll be a spotlight. You'll have to find out in the next episode. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.